Hi, students and parents. Welcome to Algebra 2. Thank you for viewing this orientation to our class. I'm sure you will find all you'll need in this brief video to get you off to a successful start to Algebra 2 at Florida Virtual School. First, let me introduce myself. I'm David Welch and I will be your instructor. I'm married to Pamela and we have 2 children. Daniel is 9 and in the 4th grade. He loves math and running. He recently ran in his first 5K run with a time of 37 minutes. Alyssa is 8 and in the 2nd grade. She also loves school. She has just started ballet classes and she enjoys it very much. We live in Northwest Florida in the Panhandle in a small town, Milton, which is very close to Pensacola. We love the white sandy beaches and the small town atmosphere. Let's talk a minute about the expectations you have for me, your instructor. Since we will be communicating primarily by phone and email, I promise to return calls and emails within 24 hours. Also, I will complete grading your assignments within 48 hours after you submit them. Most of the time, I will have these graded in 24 hours, but if I have a large number of assignments to grade, it could take longer. Rarely, if I'm away from the office for training or vacation, it may take longer than 48 hours, but I will let you know that in advance. I also promise to do my best to keep up with all of my students, and my #1 commitment is to help you be successful in this class. What are my expectations of you? First, I expect you to turn in assignments each week. Like your classes in school, I also expect to see your work every week. If you cannot submit work for a week, please let me know why. This may be due to an illness, a vacation, or computer issues, so please let me know so I can make a note of it. As mentioned, we will communicate primarily by phone and email, so please return my calls when I leave a message. Also, please make it a habit to check your email each time you log into the course. Please review your gradebook often and look for any scores that are low. With Florida Virtual School, you have the option to resubmit work if you are willing to relearn the material. Once a month, we are required to complete a monthly call. This call is like a progress report. It will be with both you, the student, and your parent. We will look at your gradebook and the progress you're making in the course. We will discuss whether you are staying on pace. It's an opportunity to celebrate your successes or to give suggestions for improvement. Lastly, please complete the discussion-based assessments, or sometimes you'll see it as oral assessments, as you come to them in the course. This is a short phone call. It will allow us to discuss the material that you've been learning and to verify that you do understand all of the concepts that you've been covering in the modules. Another very important expectation of you as a student is academic integrity. I expect that you are taking this course because you want to learn the concepts of Algebra 2. Therefore, I expect that you will be doing your own work. Please note that I will use various methods to ensure that you are mastering the material of this course. Remember, our goal is your successful completion of Algebra 2, so do your very best to do your own work well. Your first 28 days after activation in the course is your grace period. It is a trial period where you can decide if the course meets your expectations. During this time, I encourage you to do your best to submit your work and to stay on pace. I will be communicating with you each week during the grace period to ensure that you are making progress in the course and to answer any questions you may have. Before the end of the grace period, I will take a look to see if you are on pace and that your grade is satisfactory. If so, then congratulations. You are on your way to being successful in Algebra 2. If not, then we will discuss whether it is in your best interest to drop the course. If you decide to drop the course within the grace period, you will not receive a grade to your transcripts. However, If you decide to drop the course after the grace period, you will receive a withdraw failing grade, which could negatively affect your GPA. The pace chart is designed to guide you through the course in a specific amount of time. We have two basic pace charts. The traditional pace chart will take you about 16 weeks to finish each semester of the course. It is similar to taking the class in school as a full school year or two-semester course. The accelerated pace chart will have you complete a semester of the course in 8 weeks. It is demanding, but it will allow you to finish the whole 2 semesters in 16 weeks. We can also develop a personalized pace chart if you feel neither of these pace charts will meet your needs. You will also notice that second semester has 2 pace charts, one for regular credit work and the other for honors credit work. Please let me know if you want to take honors credit during the welcome call. When you first log into your FLVS account, you will see the dashboard. This is where you should check your VSA email messages. You will find important announcements and information here pertaining to Florida Virtual School in general, and occasionally I will send you messages to this account. You will also find the courses you are currently enrolled in and any progress reports that you might have. Finally, you will notice that the dashboard lists some information about each course which you are enrolled in. You will find the course name, your instructor's name, your weeks active, and your weeks active should match up with your pace chart if you are on pace. And also, you will see your last contact date. This is how you can keep track of your monthly calls. It indicates the last time you had contact with your instructor for a monthly call. If it is close to 30 days since the last contact, then it's time to complete a monthly call. And if the date should ever turn red, then this means our monthly call is past due. It's very important to try to keep this date from turning red. Next, let's talk a little bit about the announcement page. Once you enter the course, you will see the announcement page. Now, the announcement page has a lot of useful information. It has important announcements. For example, if I'm going to be out of town at a training or I'm going to be on vacation, then I'm going to put information for how you can get help in my absence, maybe a phone number of a fellow teacher that you can call in case of a need. Also, as you see here, there will always be a link to my appointment website. You can click there and choose an appointment, say for your monthly call or for a discussion-based assessment. You will also see we have video lessons available, and there'll be 2 drop-down menus, one for semester 1, semester 2, and that's where you can find helpful videos if you're having some trouble with the lessons. I encourage you to use these videos. They are a presentation of the lesson on a whiteboard where the teacher is working problems on the board. We also have some vocabulary review games. We have study guides that are available for every one of our quizzes and tests. So I would say one tip for being successful in this course and getting the grade that you desire is to make use of these study guides before you actually take the quiz or the test. If you'll take that time ahead of time and go through these practice problems, it has answers provided so you can tell if you're getting it correct. And if you aren't, then you can get help. You can call me or get help from our Tutoring Center, which I'll talk about in just a moment. And then once you get that help and you understand those problems, then if you'll go out and take the quiz or exam, I'm sure you're going to do very well. Also, we do provide tutoring. Florida Virtual School has a Tutoring Center. It's free of charge for our students. The dates and the times are always located on the announcement page, and to get to their website, because it is web-based, is you just click on this box and it will take you to our tutoring website. And there they'll ask you to log in. They want you to log in with your name, your full name, and my name as your instructor. And then someone will be there to greet you. And again, they're live teachers. They will get your questions and they will work problems on the board for you. And then also I provided your pace charts here so that they're handy if you want to be checking your pace to see how you're doing. So once you're in the course, how do you navigate in the class? Well, if you'll look on the left-hand side of your screen, you will always see this column of blue tabs, and these are your navigation buttons for our course. The most commonly used ones are lessons, and that you can think of as your textbook. And then, of course, assessments, and this is where you'll find the assignments that you need to turn in to me, like handing in your papers to your teacher's desk. Some other things that are useful, here's your email, and this is your course email. And most of the email that I send you will be to this address, so you will want to check this every time you log in. This will have important information from me. It will also have all of your feedback, so each time you turn in an assignment, I will grade it and I will give you some information on how you did. If you need to make corrections, I will send that in the feedback to this email address. Your gradebook is here. This is what you will use to check your grades and, like I said, make resubmissions if you need to. And then it's also very important that you log off each time when you're finished in order to avoid any kind of problems getting back in the next time. So just remember to log in. And then over here I made a copy of the first page that you see when you get in the course. This is where your lessons are. If you click the lessons tab, this is what will come up, and you will see all of the modules. Again, semester 1 is module 1, 2, 3, and 4, and semester 2 is module 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 if you're honors, and if you are just taking it for traditional credit, then it will be 6, 7, 8, and 9. However, as I said, the state of Florida did make changes to our Algebra 2 class. So if you'll look, segment 1, like I said, is modules 1 through 3, but then 4 has been reduced to just part of module 4. And then segment 2, as I said, is modules 6 through 9 for regular credit students. And then its honors is modules 5 through 9. So just how do you turn in your work? Well, it may seem a bit confusing at the beginning, but you will get used to the process. I've tried to lay it out here. The first step is that you will click on that Assessments tab after you have read through the lessons. So first you read through the lessons, and when you get to the bottom of the lesson, it will have your assignment. And usually that's where you will find the problems that you need to work or any questions you need to answer. And then when you get ready to submit these to me for grading, you will click on Assessments and you'll see a list like this here, this first column here, and it will have all of the assignments that you'll be doing in the course. So you'll click on, say, one of the assignments, and then you will get a window that looks similar to this right here, and it will have kind of a synopsis of what you need to do, and then it will have a spot here where you can upload a file. If you would like, you can type up all of your work in like a Word document file and then save it on your computer. I will say that it's very important that you do not use a period in your file names. So instead of a period, I suggest the underscore. So if you want to save it as, say, project 1.03, instead of the point, just call it project 1_03, and then you can upload that to your assignment, attach it, and then it'll be ready to submit. Or, and this is what I really prefer if at all possible, you can copy the information from your file and then paste it into this student comment box, and that's where then I will see your work there. And then once you finish either attaching the document or inputting the work in the student comment box, then you must check this little box here, submit for grading, in order for it to come to me to be graded. If you don't check the box and hit submit, it basically saves your work so that if you want to come back to it and add some more to it, you can. But in order for it to come to me, you must check this box and then press submit. Okay, so I mentioned the gradebook and resubmitting work. Well, how do you do that? Well, first, here's what your gradebook will look like. You will see each of the assignments that you've completed, and if it's completed, you'll see that you have a grade here in the score, and then this is the total possible points for that assignment, and then of course this is the points that you've earned. A lot of times it's confusing because you'll see your points are usually, say, in this case it was 3.5 out of 5 points. So a lot of times you have to use that calculator to determine, did you really do well or not? If it's 5 points, then if you get 4 out of 5, it's an 80. And so, you know, like this one is 2.5 out of 5. Well, that would be 50%. So this is not too good. This would be one that I would suggest you try to resubmit to bring up your grade. Here's another one, 2 out of 12. That's also low. And then this is an example of a graded assignment. And you will see that I will give you feedback, and the feedback will be really in two places. One, when you click on one of these assignments, you'll see this screen, and it will give you my feedback there. It will give you your grade, and then it will also tell you if you can resubmit. Now, if it says unlimited, that just means that you can resubmit this assignment as many times as you like till you get the grade that you're satisfied with. Let me also let you know that there are quizzes. Well, no, there are first worksheets, and worksheets might say 2 submissions here, and the purpose for that is a worksheet. What they want you to do is read the lessons, of course, and then try the worksheet, and it will score it on your first submission. And then you can look to see which ones you've missed, go back to the lessons, or call me for help, or email me for help, and then, you know, hopefully go back and the second time get them correct, and then, you know, you'll have the grade that you want. But let's just say that you did it the 2 times and your grade is still not satisfactory for you. Well, you can request to have your worksheets reset. However, I do ask that you do your best to get help before you take your second attempt, so that hopefully you can save the time and not have to take it over. Also, there are quizzes and exams, and under some circumstances, if you truly do very poorly on a quiz or exam, I will reset it for you and let you try it again. But if you will use those study guides before you take your quiz or your exam, I can guarantee you that you will get a decent grade on your first try at the quiz or exam. So please make use of those study guides, and if you have any trouble finding them on the announcement page or getting the files to open, please let me know, and I'll make sure that you can get a copy that you can use. And then, of course, as you work through the study guides, please get help on the ones that you're having trouble with. Parents, did you know that you can have a Guardian account and have access to the course yourself? You can. You can access all the lessons, assignments, gradebook, pace chart, and any progress information related to your students' coursework by getting a Guardian account. Now, to get an account, you just go to our FLVS website. That's at www.flvs.net. And then over on the right-hand side, you'll see quick links, and you just click on the link for Parent Guardian account. And it will open a new screen. You fill out the information, and then you will get an email with your account username and password, and then you can log in anytime you like, 24/7, and check on your students' progress. I encourage you to get an account today so you can help me keep your student on track. So, what are the keys to success in Algebra 2? Well, here you go. First, I will call my instructor when I need help. I will submit at least 5 assignments each week, or I will call my instructor if I'm not able to. I will resubmit assignments to maximize learning and my grade. I will check my email every time I log in to see what my instructor has to tell me. I will use my pace chart to ensure I reach my completion goals, and I will utilize the available resources such as the video lessons, tutorials, feedback that my teacher sends me, and I will use the tutoring room on Monday through Thursday evenings from 8 to 10. If you'll follow these keys to success, then I guarantee you will be successful in Algebra 2. Well, I want to thank you for listening to this orientation video. I hope I've answered a lot of your questions. However, if you do still have questions, jot them down and feel free to give me a call, and I'll be glad to try to answer them. And if I don't know the answers, then I will do my best to get those answers for you. Also, in order to verify that you have listened and watched this video, I'm going to give you a secret code so that you can put it in your email and let me know that you have completed this. And then when we do our welcome call, we can do that very quickly because I will know that you have already watched this video and have most of the information you need to be successful in our course. So, in a former life, I once was a teacher in China. I taught English there for several years, and so I thought just to give you a little insight into who I am and different things about me, I would use that experience as my secret code. And so one of the most exotic things that I ate when I was living in China was fried scorpions. So that's our code, fried scorpions, and that will let me know that you have watched this video, because I think this is a fact about myself that very few people know. It's been a pleasure sharing this with you, and I look forward to getting to know both you, the student, and you, the parent, guardian, as we help you be successful in this class. Look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.